The Rise of Nationalism, 19th Century Europe. Welcome back to Threads and Tunes, where we explore the captivating stories that have shaped our world. Today, we're diving into a fascinating topic that changed the course of history: the rise of nationalism in 19th century Europe. This era was marked by significant social, political, and cultural transformations that not only defined nations, but also influenced the identities of millions. So, let's unravel this complex tapestry of nationalism together. The 19th century was a time of profound change across Europe. The French Revolution at the end of the 18th century sparked a wave of new ideas. The notions of liberty, equality, and fraternity ignited a passion for national identity among various groups. People began to see themselves not just as subjects of a monarch, but as members of a nation with a shared history, culture, and language. As we move into the early 1800s, we can observe how the Napoleonic Wars played a pivotal role in this rise of nationalism. Napoleon's conquests spread revolutionary ideals across Europe, inspiring people to think about their own national identities. In many regions, this was a call to unite against foreign domination. In places like Germany and Italy, various states and principalities were yearning for unity, driven by a common language and culture. Let's take a closer look at Germany. The early 19th century saw a growing desire for a unified German state. Thinkers like Johann Gottfried Herder promoted the idea of Volksgeist, or the spirit of the people, emphasizing the importance of folk culture and language. This cultural movement laid the groundwork for political unification, which would eventually be realized later in the century under Otto von Bismarck's leadership. Similarly, in Italy, the push for unification was fueled by figures like Giuseppe Garibaldi and Count Camillo di Cavour. These leaders rallied people around the idea of a single Italian nation, transcending regional identities. The struggles of the Risorgimento, or the Italian unification movement, showcased the power of nationalism in mobilizing the masses and challenging established powers. Moving beyond Germany and Italy, nationalism also took root in the Austro-Hungarian Empire and the Ottoman Empire. Ethnic groups within these empires sought independence and self-determination. The desire for autonomy led to significant tensions and conflicts as various nationalities pushed back against imperial rule. This struggle for identity and sovereignty would shape political landscapes for generations. The rise of nationalism was not limited to the pursuit of unification. It also had darker undertones. The 19th century saw the emergence of extreme nationalist movements that often excluded minorities and fostered xenophobia. In some cases, nationalism was used to justify imperial expansion, as nations sought to assert their dominance over others. This duality of nationalism, both unifying and divisive, remains a critical aspect of its history. As we approach the end of the 19th century, the seeds of nationalism had been firmly planted. The ideas and movements that began during this period would have lasting impacts well into the 20th century. The First World War was partly fueled by nationalist tensions as empires crumbled and new nations emerged from the ashes. The legacy of 19th century nationalism continues to influence contemporary politics and identities across the globe. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the rise of nationalism in 19th century Europe. We hope you found this exploration enlightening and engaging. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to Threads and Tunes for more captivating historical narratives. Your support helps us keep bringing you stories that connect the past with the present. Until next time, keep exploring the threads that weave our world together.